It's so nice doing a road trip where I can just take my time, drive up the road a few times, sink it all in, not have to rush to a holiday destination, and I'm able to just stay here as long as I like. I can stay in Glencoe for an hour if I want, or I could stay here for multiple days. I'm so happy the weather's cleared up today. This morning, as you guys saw at Loch Etive, pretty rainy, pretty damp, but it's cleared up now, so fingers crossed it stays like that, and this road looks insane. Glen Etive time. Let's go. Let's go and do the James Bond Skyfall road. I actually can't believe how impressive Glen Etive is. Oh. Just park the van up. Look at that waterfall. As you guys saw on the time lapse, it is insane. The views have opened up now because it stopped raining and the lighting's way better, which is really cool. Really happy about that for this evening. Loads of people were wild camping along the road at loads of nice spots, and the mountains on either side. It's got this insane river running down next to it, and Glen Etive, if you're driving through Glencoe, I'd say take the hour or two detour and go along it, and it will be worth it. I'm going quite a bit further along than most people would because I'm going all the way to the loch to camp for the night, but just to drive along it for 20 minutes is definitely worth it because there's very few cars on the road compared to Glencoe, and you're met with majestic views. But yeah guys, I'm gonna keep driving and I'll see you at Loch Etive. Oh, for the camping spot for night number 4? Yeah, night number 4. I absolutely despise these midges. They're actually everywhere now. The last 3 or 4 days, well, the last 3 days before today, it was really warm and there were barely any midges around. It was perfect, but now that the weather's gone back down to kind of 15 to 20 degrees, they are out in full force and it's pretty brutal stuff. Luckily I do have my midge hat somewhere, but it's going to be a bloody mission to find it. And I've also got my smidge spray. I've heard that Glen Etive is a really scenic, lovely drive, but this takes it to the next level. This honestly might be the most insane view I've seen in Scotland because it's got everything. So I was at the car park earlier and it was those mountains that I was looking at, and I'm now on the other side of them. They're so unique, it looks insane. It's got the little river gorge running all the way down through it, 2 peaks with an amazing arc. I don't really think I've seen anything like that in nature at all, to be honest. And then you come down here and you've got a breathtaking mini loch with some islands. That is insane. And then you look over here and there's more huge, expansive, brilliant mountains. It's definitely up there with some of the greatest views I've ever seen in Scotland, and this is why I love doing this road trip, because I keep finding hidden gems and spots that I can come back to and recommend and everything. So at the start of Glencoe you turn left and you drive for about half an hour down a single track road, which you've got to be careful down. It says 60 miles an hour, but it's stupid if you go at that pace because there's so many other cars. Well, I say so many other cars, there's not that many, but when you do hit another car, if you're going at 60, you would die, basically, because I think 30 miles an hour is the correct speed limit. I think those mountains there are the other side of Loch Etive that I was at yesterday. As in last video, I was at Loch Etive, the longest freshwater lake in the UK, and I think those mountains there are the other side of the ones in Loch Etive. The weather's got much better, but still not good enough for these midges to piss right off. They're actually so irritating. But yeah, I'm just still at this spot. Oh my God. I'm still at this spot sinking in the views, but I will have to move on soon. Otherwise I'll get bitten and swarmed to death by these little creatures. Ah. Apart from Loch Etive in golden hour, this is definitely the best view of the road trip so far. Glen Etive. It's just amazing. There's no one else around as well. They've all parked up further down there or further down there. Glencoe is so popular and everyone driving through it's driving really fast and missing everything, but this is why, just taking detours, you just find the best spots, and that's why road trips where you can take your time is the best way to do Scotland. Definitely the best view I've seen in Scotland so far. Joint top with golden hour Loch Etive, but that was only because the scenery at Loch Etive combined with the lovely lighting, but just on pure views this smashes everything out the water. If this spot wasn't so close to the road and a bit dangerous if people drive here at night, I'd definitely camp here. Unfortunately the road and here too close, and this is also a passing place, so it won't be possible. So I'm going to go further along the road. Get ready guys, because I'm just about to play a long time lapse of this incredible drive, but if you don't want to see it then just skip a few times. But yeah, I think it's worth it to put it in, so here you go. That is probably the best and most scenic drive I have ever done in the UK. Not that I've been driving for long, but that shoots to the top and it will take a lot for something to beat it. I was driving for about 40 minutes, 50 minutes, the road cut off. But what's at the end? A car park. So I'm going to stay here the night, and I'm right next to Loch Etive, so I'll show you that in a minute. The river and the scenery, the mountains, the lochs down Glen Etive were just sublime, amazing. You saw lots of it on the time lapse, but words do not do it justice, so setting the time lapse up was quite good. Not that the camera does it justice either. You got to come here, you got to see it with your own eyes. But yeah, I'm gonna just set up for the night now, and then I'm gonna go down and show you guys Loch Etive. I've got my midge net hat on so that I don't get into mortal peril. And I know it looks a bit weird, but it stops the midges from attacking me. I've also got these waterproof trousers on over my shorts for the same reason, because, you know, you can't just protect your face, otherwise the midges will go for my legs. But I'm at this lovely little car park. I've got the camp chair, and I'm just going to go and find a good spot. Well, first things first is that mountain looks absolutely insane. My feet are still soaking from earlier, which isn't great, but, you know, nice life. Look at that. Now that is a view and a half. Good little camping spot down there if I had a tent. Well, I do have a tent, but obviously I'm probably going to save the wild camping trips until I'm with the others, or when the weather's slightly better than it has been today. Now this is the reason why you sacrifice lots of time driving to get to places like this. It's so quiet as well because it's so remote, and it's down a single track road for about 40 minutes. So there's barely anyone here, only a few cars. Loch Etive, stunning. It's not quite on the level of Loch Shiel, next to the Glen Etive viaduct, which I visited a few times in the past, but it's definitely got a unique, majestic feel to it. This loch is a sea loch, and it's really, really long actually. I'm right at its head. It's so much colder now as well. It's around 15 degrees compared to 28 degrees yesterday. One of my goals of this 5-week road trip was to see places I haven't seen before and experience things in Scotland that I haven't done before. And if I was to go back to Glencoe, I've already done lots of stuff there. I've done the West Highland Way, I've done the Lost Valley, we've driven through many times. Here it's completely new, completely off the charts, not widely known about or accessible, so this is where I'm going to be making the next few videos and staying for the next few nights. So yeah, get ready for the upcoming videos because they're going to be jam-packed, adventure fueled. Yeah, I don't have any service, so being off grid for multiple days is a little bit, you know, people might start to worry, so I need to go and tell them that I'm alive and well. But yeah, I still want to stay here for multiple days because it's such a spot. Barely anyone's going to come here as well. Such a hidden gem. Well, it's known about, it's just people can't really be bothered to come, to be honest, because it's such a trip. Look, I've just seen a jellyfish. Look at that. Wait, let's get it. Come here, you. Come here. Look at that. It's got 4 purple things. The hell? Well, that proves that this is a sea loch, doesn't it? Bloody hell. It is quite chilly now though, considering it was near 30-degree heat the last 3 days. It's half of that now. Even though this is paradise and it would be nice to just have a no phone zone for a few days, in reality it is quite important to let people know that you're okay. It's quite important to say to people what I'm doing and let them know what's happening and everything, just in case, you know, precautions are always necessary in this line of work. Right, I think getting on this rock is honestly the best thing that I could possibly do right now. So it's currently around 11 PM and I forgot that Loch Etive is a sea loch and is therefore tidal, and everywhere that I was earlier is now gone. The tide is in and it makes it look even more impressive. This is so cool. This makes it look even more scenic and magnificent. I know you can barely see much right now, but you can tell that the tide's in and it looks so cool like this. But yeah, that is finally good night. And the midges are really bad again. The midges are actually killing me. They're destroying me. Ah, those pesky midges. Oh, get away, get away. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Like, subscribe, comment, join the Patreon if you want, and see you next time.